So when we talk about operating system, we're looking at the very basic concept in how we interact with computers. So basically, everyone would start using a computer by just sitting behind maybe a screen and then a keyboard or something. But the actual interaction goes on within the system. And then in order for us to see whatever is happening on the system, we need a software. And that software that helps us to understand what's really going on in terms of visuals is what we refer to as the operating system. So basically what the operating system does, it's more like that guy who manages the hardware. So like we already mentioned, we have the CPU, we have the mouse, we have maybe some peripherals like the printer, we may have some RAM and other stuff, maybe the SSD or HD. These are all hardware components. And in order for them to communicate directly, it's only the operating system. Basically, the operating system is acting like a translator. And so what it does is that if you want to print something, it sends the information via the cables or the buses, and then sends it to where the printer is, and then you'll be able to communicate. It's not just for hardware management, it's also for software management and software resource, sometimes packaging and also compiling. So you may be having a typical example would be like your browser. So normally your browser is just one click away. So you just press on an icon and then you get to use it. But behind this, something really happens, and it's the job of the operating system to send that information that will be translated into some machine code, and then your system will be up and running. Apart from the fact that operating systems manage the hardware and software, other services also rely on operating system, like how to get internet connectivity. So basically your network, not just internet, but how to communicate between, how communication takes place between your computer and another computer over a link or a network. That's where networking comes in. So it could be within your local area network or within an internet setting where you'll be able to browse some information online. Also, other services that are helped by the operating system includes the security. And so we will see in subsequent lessons that in the kind of operating systems we use normally in IT, it can also be used to create simple firewalls. Even your Windows can also use some functionality of a firewall. So basically, there are certain services that are done by the operating system, which would include maybe the network components, the compiler components, and even your security components using your firewalls on your system and all that.